Hey, how's everyone going?
Welcome to Couple and Team Launch Week, final day.
Yeah, finale.
Yeah, we've had a really big week. This is day 8.
It is, yeah.
So if you've been following along, well done. I hope you've learned something. Hey, if you're there, come say hi,
Hey,
drop
Carol.
in. We are live on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So if you're there, say hi. And if you're watching on Team Replay, drop a comment in and say Team Replay.
Yeah.
So we're here because the doors to Couple and Team are open for
Another
50 minutes.
50 minutes.
So if you've been umming and ahhing all week about if you're going to join us or not, this is the last kind of chance to get any of your questions answered. But we are going to run through some of the questions that we've been asked directly in our DMs and stuff like that. So we might answer a question that you didn't even know you had.
Yeah, that's it.
But jump in if you've got one, and we will run through it. But quickly, Couple and Team is a 12-module online course designed for couples who are in the first few years of their relationship, who know they've got something great, but they want to make sure that it stays great forever and ever, and they want to invest in creating maybe an even better relationship. So Couple and Team is designed to help you have some conversations that maybe you didn't even know that you needed to have, so that you can strengthen that relationship. With better conversations, you create a better relationship.
Yeah.
So those 12 modules, we go through things like communication, teamwork, leadership, giving each other feedback, how to stay on the same page. What does fun look like? What does support and success look like? And each of those modules is packed full of some video content, so some lessons, and then some activities and question prompts for you to work through. So each module is designed to sort of take somewhere between 60 and 90 minutes, depending on how deep you go in those activities.
Yeah.
So, Nath,
Yes.
let's kick off with some of these Q&As. And jump in if anyone's got any questions or comments.
Shoot them through.
Yep. But the first one is Couple and Team private.
Yeah, absolutely. So once you sign up to Couple and Team, you'll have your own private login for yourself and your partner to be able to log in. And then it is purely an online course to be able to run through at your own pace. But if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. And there is also an option within the course to add comments to each of the individual lessons as well.
Yeah, and it's totally optional for you to choose whether or not you join the community. There is a community element to this course, but it's totally up to you if you don't want to do that. But there is some value in learning from other couples. Hey Jamin, and hey Stacey, and hey Carlo, I think. Hey, welcome. Carol. Sorry. Thanks for joining us. Say hi. It's also worth noting that you only need one login for you as a couple. You only need the one login.
Yep.
So Nath, who is Couple and Team open to?
So Couple and Team is open to everyone. So this is couples, singles, anyone, and it's inclusive of all genders and sexual identities as well. So we've used very inclusive language throughout the whole course, and it's
Yeah, and all of these lessons are designed to be applied into your relationship, but there's definitely things that you'll carry through to your life as well.
Absolutely.
So do you have to be in a relationship to benefit from the course? No, you could jump in and do it as an individual person, knowing that your next relationship, you want to be better. Yeah. But we have designed it for 2 people to work through together to be an awesome couple and an awesome team. Hey, Don, welcome. Thanks for popping in. If you've got any questions, slide into the comments.
Yeah.
So in saying that, if you as one part of a couple are super keen and interested in learning and growing and developing, and your person is not that interested, should you still do it?
Why did you point at me when you said that?
Well, indirect. The other person is not that keen. Should you still do it? I think that what I believe about our relationship is that Nath and I have brought a pot plant into our home, and that pot plant is our relationship. If Nath gave up on the pot plant, it would suffer. If I also gave up on the pot plant, it would die. But it really does, if it was dying and wilting and leaves were turning yellow, and one of us decided, actually, I'm not ready to let this pot plant die, I'm going to take my secateurs and I'm going to prune it, and I'm going to take very good care of it and water it and make sure it gets the right sunlight, and I'm going to talk to it every day and play it music. I have no doubt that pot plant would start to improve, even with the effort and energy of just one person.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you are in that kind of position where one of you is really keen on improving the situation or improving your relationship, go all in, because you can still have influence as one person in a relationship. And with any luck, once you start to show up for your relationship, you will influence your partner to start doing the same.
Yep.
So one of the questions was like, is this for beginners? So how do we answer that? I think like relationships are like a piece of string, right? If you jumped into a relationship, you might have 100 incredible conversations in your first 5 dates. Or you might be a couple who've been together for 5 years and not had some of those conversations. So I think that's a real temperature check on your own relationship. But I know that when Nathan and I first got together, like there were things that we didn't even know that we needed to know about ourselves and our person.
Yeah.
So we've designed this course in a way that it acts as a third person, and there's that third party to ask you those questions.
And really, this course has been pulled together by the lessons that we've learned over the last 10 to 15 or 10 to 14 years of our relationship.
Since 2007.
And so this is things that we might have learned like just a year ago. So we've been continually learning throughout our whole relationship. So it's definitely there. Some of the lessons are what we learned very early on in our relationship and would really help set you up for success. And other things are things that we've learned a lot later in our relationship. So
hey Claudia, welcome. We have the most loved up person other than myself, I reckon, who just loves love. Big squishy. Hey Claudia. So when does the course start and finish?
So as soon as you have access to the course, as soon as you purchase the course, you have access to it. So it starts straight away. And then you'll have access to it for 365 days from the day that you sign up.
Yeah, life can happen. And we understand that. So even if you jumped in now and said, all right, we're going to work through these 12 modules over 12 months, that's only 60 to 90 minutes that you have to find in a whole month for your relationship. And I don't know about you, but I think that my romantic relationship deserves a little bit more of my time. It's a really core part of my life. And I know that when our relationship is in a really great place, it flows out into all of the other areas of my life. So, but you do have the option, if you want to do it over 12 months, that's totally up to you. But you can also jump in and do it like we did Tiger King and just binge
watch that.
Yeah. So that kind of answers the other question, which was how long does it go for? It goes for as long or as short as you want to move through it. You're welcome to watch, rewatch for that duration of 12 months.
And some of the modules as well have additional resources that you can dive into as well. So you can dive a bit deeper into some modules than others. So so some of them definitely can take you a little bit longer to get through.
Nath, how much does it cost?
So the cost is $297 Australian dollars if you pay in full. Otherwise, if you want something that's a little bit more cash flow friendly, we have a payment plan option, which is $111 by 3. So that's a monthly payment.
And do you offer refunds?
Absolutely. So we really believe in the product that we've built, and we really believe in Couple and Team. And so within the first 30 days, if you jump online, have a look through some of the lessons and you just don't feel like it's for you.
Turns out you hate us. Or you love us, maybe.
Well, who knows? Within the first 30 days, just hit us up and we'll absolutely provide a refund for you.
Yeah, we built this course because we give a shit about your relationship.
Yeah.
We give a shit about everybody's relationship. And we believe that healthy, happy, and thriving is possible. It's totally possible. And that's why we are offering that 100% happiness guarantee, because we so strongly believe in what it is that we've created and how it will influence your relationship to be even better. So I think, who else is... Hi, welcome. Hi. Jump into the comments if you've got any questions about couple and team or about us or relationships, whatever you want to chat about tonight. Open Q&A.
Yeah.
So Nath, what happens after I purchase the course?
So as soon as you purchase the course, you'll be emailed. Well, actually, when you purchase the course, you will need to set up login details straight away. And as soon as you click that Pay Now button, you will have access to the course. So you can jump in and literally start binging the lesson straight away.
Yeah, it's straight in. And then you'll get sent a little something from us.
A little goodie basket.
Yeah, there is some tactile bits and pieces that we send you. We don't want to give away all the surprises, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So one of the other things that we've been asked quite a lot is like, how long will this take me? It really depends on how deep you go. But if you just watched the content, if you just did the lessons and absorbed that way and you watched them back to back to back, each module has about 30 minutes worth of video lessons, all in TikTok length videos. My attention span is not long, so that's how I've delivered a lot of the concepts, the content, the ideas, and it's then from there that the real kind of like work and the magic happens is when you lean into the conversations, lean into the activities, lean into discovering about yourself and your person. So that's why we kind of say somewhere between 60 and 90 minutes, because the conversation might evolve. But yeah, I definitely would say at least give yourself an hour, at least for the first couple, and then you might be able to better gauge how deep you and your partner want to go.
Yeah.
So, Nath, I want a better relationship, but how do I know if I'm going to have time for this to not only learn, but then implement?
So I think that's a really good question. But like we said, you have access to the course for 12 months. And so if you look at it as in time investment, like really spending an hour a month is not a big investment for this. And is your relationship really worth an hour a month?
Yeah, I think also so much of what couple and team is about building on the good habits and routines and rituals and things that you already have in your relationship. So we're not going to ask you to go and like turf the entire structure and being of your relationship. No way. Like, we know you've got good stuff and we want to help you to make it even better. So like building on like your existing romantic rituals, building on the way that you already communicate with each other, building on the way that you already run your household. If anything, I think that like if I went back in time to you and I, like even like the year or two before we got married, so like 2010, 2011, and someone gave us this course and was like, prerequisite of getting married, you really probably should have all these conversations. I can't imagine how much time, money, and energy we would have saved across that compounding, all those compounding years, not just in like the time in terms of conversations, but I just think we would have hurt each other a whole lot less.
Yeah, and all the energy that would have been wasted in having conflicts and things like that we could have resolved just by spending an hour and actually having a proactive conversation rather than dealing with the problem reactively.
Yeah, and even things like implementing some of the systems and things that we talk about in that teamwork module around like running your household. Like if we'd had that time earlier, like we would have been able to spend so much more quality time, date time together, which is what we get to do now. Like awesome. But yeah, I really want that for you. So do you have time for this course? I would argue like you don't not have time. Like this will save you time. It buys you time, and it buys you a much like just stronger relationship. And that investment is just something that you will return dividends on, not like for the duration that you're enrolled in the course, but like forever. These are skills that you'll use with your romantic partner, but also like your friends and your family and your peers, because it's all about relationship building and strengthening.
Yeah,
oh, absolutely. Hey, we see a couple. Hey, Carla. thanks for joining us. Oh, I think there's a couple more people who have joined us too. Hey, everyone. Hey, who else? Hunting Grams. Hey, I don't know who that is. I don't know your name. Hi. So I think there's a couple more here that we had. Can my partner and I do the lessons together?
Absolutely. So the majority of the activities as part of the lessons are actually designed for two people. Quite often the activities will be the individuals go off and do them themselves and then come back together to have that conversation. So if you are just an individual, then absolutely you can go and just do the activity yourself, and you'll still learn a heap about your about relationship skills and about how you manage in a relationship. But absolutely, the activities are all designed to be conducted as a couple.
Yeah, but the other great thing is that you can access the course on multiple devices. So if you wanted to both watch the videos and the lessons separately and then come together to do the activities, like and embed it into like your commute to work or something like that, you can totally do that as well, so that you can access all of those on replay. It's not like once and then it's gone. Like, nope, it's there for you the whole duration of that 12 months. And you can do it, as Nate said, you can watch them together or separately.
And building on that as well, so there is an app as well that you can download to access the course and
on your mobile.
Yeah, access everything on the run as well. So it's really, really user-friendly to do it that way.
Yeah. So, Nath, how can people join us?
So if you want to go to www.fuelcollective.com.au/courses, you'll be able to find all the information there, and there is the button to join now. So you just need to choose which payment option you want, the upfront option to pay the full amount, which is the slightly more affordable option, or otherwise the payment plan option as well, which might be a bit more cash flow friendly.
If you're on Instagram, the link is in the bio. And if you're on Facebook, it's in the comments. Facebook and YouTube, it's in the comments. So as Nathan and I mentioned early in the live, we only open doors a few times a year. We want to make sure that we can serve our community the best possible way. So we only open doors a couple of times a year, and we aren't entirely sure when that next time will be. So if you are interested and you do want to jump in, you can enroll and start in a month's time, or you can start today, whatever you choose. But we aren't sure when we'll open doors again, and I really don't think we're going to do it at this price again. So as Nick said, it's $297. Like, it's like a date night out, like
the cost of a hotel room.
To invest in one of your most important relationships, and one of the things that has such an impactful ripple out into the rest of your life. So
absolutely.
If you've got any questions, jump in and ask them. If you want to ask something privately, feel free to slide on into our DMs. But we would love to see you on the inside, because there's so many things in this course that we've bundled up. So many lessons from business, from our relationship, from us investing like thousands and thousands of dollars in personal development, professional development, relationship development. And I know that if we hadn't done that work, we might not be here. Like, I'm very aware that relationships require fuel, and so that they don't hit empty. And I don't want that for you. I definitely don't want that for us. So I just want to encourage you that if your relationship's important to you and you want it to continue to get better year on year on year, invest in it. Take the time, the money, the energy to do that. And even if it's not with us, but I would love it if it is. So you've got 33 minutes.
No, we were wrong. You've got an hour and 3 minutes.
Oh, an hour. Daylight savings.
An hour and 2 minutes. Yeah. So 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.
You've got 62 minutes to make a decision and slide on in. But thank you for joining us for this live. If you have any other questions, drop them in the comments. We will get back to you. But otherwise, hope to see you on the inside.
Thanks.